Hello. Happy Monday. That feels loud. I'm trying something new today with background audio. Maybe a bit higher. I don't know. I'm trying something new with audio today in that I'm implementing limiters onto the background music, because the last time I played this game, I remember it got very quiet at periods, and I did not like that. So we're trying something I've been in my mind thinking about but never actually implementing. So if it's too loud or too quiet, do let me know. But at the very least, with the limiters applied, in theory, it shouldn't get like suddenly very loud or very quiet anymore. So that should be good, but do let me know. But hi, I am not done with this week, but I'm very tired today. I felt weird all day, and I'm glad the day is over. Hilariously, the day actually was pretty good. I feel like just this past week, I've just been in a mental state. Monday, it is Monday. I've been in a mental state for this past week that I would like to be done with, but it is still here, and so we are dealing with it. And I'm trying to channel my lingering, exhausted, depressive feelings into just being annoyed that I'm not doing what I wished I was doing at work.
Thank you for the show. Welcome back. Love you, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Love you! Ooh, see? I saw your picture at the gym today. Get strong, get swole. I'm excited for you. That sounds exciting. Also, your other news that I will leave up to you if you wish to disclose any of it, but the other news you shared today. I'm touching fingers together. Very excited for you. But yeah, I think this might be the last chapter of this game, maybe? Oh my god. Also, how is the volume of the music behind me, or at least the audio quality of it? Because I'm very hastily threw on a limiter, and it's making it sound different, at least to me. And I don't know if it's an okay different, or if it's a, like, this is a problem different. But to me, it sounds interesting. But I think that's just because I've just been listening to the same song for basically a year at this point. What is this? Okay, so it's like a known thing that we've talked about for a while. It's a whole thing, and once we got together, we knew we would get married, but nothing like superficial. So it's like a waiting game at this point. Oh! Volume's good. Okay. I'll probably listen back after the stream and see how it is to my liking. But I'm so excited for you! You and your boy, your mans. Obviously, we all are very nosy and excited for you, so if any more details pop up, do let us know. But that's so exciting. I'm so happy for you, Woozy. It's awesome. You're in love. But okay. You've got to unpack. Oh. Did we move back home? We got 2 rooms. None of them is a kitchen. Ooh, things did not work out with her boyfriend, I don't think. But I guess this is a light level. We might actually have 2 levels today. One day I'm just gonna be like, oh hey guys, look at this rock. Honestly, that would be the funniest thing. I finished the apartment level. I did. Yeah, that that was interesting. There was a lot of just like not well organized space for me to start shoving stuff into. I definitely moved the guy stuff around a little bit. I was just like, all right, you're just gonna deal with this over here. You're gonna move. You're not making space for me, so I'm gonna carve my own path and move your shoes the fuck out of my way. Okay. What is this? Oh, it's like a hot pad. Okay. Okay. He's a jerk. I'm considering she moved down. I'm not surprised. Environmental story. There wasn't any place on the wall for me to hang the diploma. The only space I had was under the fucking bed, which is a mood. I love storing things under the bed, but like fucking literally no room to put anything. Any of our posters. The fuck? Also, this is not related to the game, but this is related to shampoo. I got groceries delivered today because I'm out of shampoo, or at least I'm about to be out. I have like maybe 1 or 2 shampoos left. The one thing that they did not get. Well, I say I got it because of the shampoo. I had a bunch of groceries that had to get restocked. I was out of butter and milk and yogurt and all these other things. I think it's the biggest grocery bill I've had in a long time, but also had not restocked in a long time. But they did not give me any shampoo, and now I have to go to the store tomorrow and get shampoo so that I'm not stinky and that my hair does not suck. And I'm already attempting to try a new shampoo anyway, because I've been using Tresemme for the past God knows how long. I feel like at minimum, like I feel like I started using Tresemme before college, and I'm like trying to figure out better options now, since I feel like I can spend a little more on that kind of stuff for like long-term health and blah blah blah. And Tresemme apparently uses silicone, which isn't great for long periods of time, and I've been using it for maybe 10 years. So I tried to get something that didn't have silicone in it, and they either were out. Actually, no, I don't even think they were out. They just didn't say anything. Wait. Let me check something. Because I added it on after I initially placed my order, but they normally send me an extra email afterwards when you've updated an order. And I'm now thinking back and not remembering that second email. What day is it? The 6th. I don't even have the first email. Hang on. Promotions? Where are you? Okay. Okay, so it's not the store's fault. Unless the email is lying to me. Apparently it did not save when I updated the order. So I just didn't put it on. That's annoying. Okay, well, I still have to go into work tomorrow. We've got a coworker who's moving out of state, and so we're trying to do lunch with her because she's not going to be here for much longer. So that means I have to shave tonight because my neck is getting nasty. Gotta apologize to the store. I don't have to apologize to the store because it's Kroger. And they've done me wrong in the past. And they have enough that they got to answer for anyway. You can open over that. You're fine. What? But yeah, I feel like because of all the restocking I had to do yesterday, or I guess technically today, And because I went to an H Mart on Saturday for the very first time, I've pretty much spent not even most, about half of my like grocery bill for the month. Which is typically what happens when I have to do a restock at the beginning. The tampons do not go there. When I have to restock at the beginning of a month. But I was like, oh, I had a lot of fun at the H Mart and I practiced a lot of restraint, but even that was not strong enough when I just want to grab the things. How do I do this? There we go. Why won't you let me stack? I don't want to put the make it bag next to the trash, but that might be the best place for it to go. There we go. Can I move these towels over? I don't like them being in the dead-ass center. Okay. We'll put these right here. Yeah. Ooh, another exciting news. I posted about it on Twitter and on Blue Sky, but I'm not against typing up my own posts. But I have a 3D model that I got commissioned that is done. I have not determined when I'm going to debut it yet. My birthday is this upcoming weekend, and I am debating debuting maybe Sunday on my birthday. I don't know if I would do a full-on stream for it. But I would like to. It's been a minute since I've done like a debut thing. Typically when I get like new models and new outfits, I've just kind of been like, ta-da! Anyway, keep going. It's been a minute. I feel like if I did want to do it this weekend, it would have to be a fairly informal debut thing. I don't know. I feel like it'd be fun to do a little more for it, like make a little backdrop for it specifically. I think that'd be fun. But I will need to do fast thinking because I've multiple projects I'm working on, one including making a Vroid model that I technically finished last night. Like finished to the point that I could do some testing with it, not finished to the point of like it's ready for stream, because I have to like I made hair for it, so I still need to do the hair physics for it, and there's a couple like extra elements, like I want to make custom clothing textures, and have I been avoiding that? Maybe. And I also want to the custom hair textures and custom clothing textures and hair animations. Oh, thank you for hair pads. And like there's other things. Oh, I wanted to do some more tweaking on the expressions. I've discovered what is happening with my main Vroid model, because when the model smiles, it like gets smile lines, which I like a lot, and it's been something that I'm like, that feels like a very distinct thing that model does. That's a me thing that I don't see that much at all on models. But it wasn't intentional. I had no idea what was happening initially that caused it, but I knew that the more I allowed the like tracking software I was using to have like to utilize a more intense version of the like happy expression, it would intensify it to the point that it was clear that it was some sort of glitch happening. Also, hello Hermes. I realized when I was working on this other model that what is happening is because of how wide I was making the mouth in Vroid, that stacking on top of just the natural, just the way the mouth sat in like the neutral, because there's like emotions you set for the face in Vroid, that the software that I use has a level of like automatic emotion detection, and so it will like apply that to the face on top of everything else your face is doing. So if you're like talking, like I make an O shape with my mouth, but it's detecting like an angry expression, it will do those like configurations on top of the other movements my face is doing. And what's happening with like any model that uses these blend shapes, and in the software that I was using, it was applying like my neutral expression with a relaxed expression with a happy expression. So it was having three things happen at once. And all of those combined was pushing the mouth, basically like pushing the mouth into itself and folding it, so that it was creating this like illusion of smile lines around the mouth, because it was like basically breaking the textures. So with the way my main model was set up, is it looks like smile lines because it doesn't go too far into it. But with this model I made that also had like as wide of a mouth as I could like possibly make it, that in Vroid it wasn't breaking, threw that into like the VC face, broke immediately. Like I smiled a bit and it was just like crunch. So I had to go back in to Unity and like turn off, like I had to turn off full expressions just because it would break. And that was like, the mouth I had even made on the Vroid model was smaller than the mouth in the reference. Like the mouth on the Vroid model is tiny compared to the reference, but I don't know, like I can imagine a way to get around that is to just go back into the expression creator in Vroid and like do a neutral mouth for the other two expressions, so there's just like minimize as much like natural smiling as possible. I don't know if that would allow me to make the mouth bigger, but it would certainly get around the issue I've discovered. But at least I know now what causes this. So in the future, if I want to apply it intentionally, now I know what to do. I just have to make big mouth. I think this room is all packed up. Well, I don't like actually, this is not packed up. I've been walking around holding this shampoo, which is a big mood when you're like trying to unpack. A big mouth confirmed. Hilariously, IRL, I have a tiny mouth. I have a very small mouth. I have small mouth. I have small hands. I have small feet. I just have small features. And then I am average quote-unquote height. Which is very funny. I've never met an adult who's had smaller hands than me. Like, anyone I've met who's had smaller hands than me has been like a child. I have very tiny hands. Like I can like very comfortably use this like child-sized like Nintendo Switch case was like the perfect size for my hands. Which was very funny when I was like, oh, this fits great. Wait a minute. This is for children. This is for a child. What is behind the bed? Karate belts, maybe? It's the best I can guess. If it's not that, I don't know what that is. Can I open up this? I can, okay. What are you? Can I put you on the wall? Aww, I love that. I thought the envelope was like a thing on my overlay, so I was like, what is that? something got in. I was so scared for a moment. Oh, that's hilarious. Can I put this upright? No, okay. Some has baby hands confirmed. I mean, like, it's not far off. I have very just small hands. You can go up here. They're very small. And my ring finger is starting to hurt more on my left hand, so I'm like starting to get concerned that I maybe should talk to a doctor about it. Because I don't know what's happening, but it's annoying and concerning, which is a bad combo. What is this? Classic Beetle outliving the boyfriend. Boyfriends are temporary, bugs are forever. Buddy, the normal amount of pain is... I recognize the normal amount of pain is 0. It's just been weird for a while, and now it's like, oh, this is like uncomfortable for like long periods of time, which is not good. But also it costs money to go to doctor, and I am sick of having to deal with the doctor. I would like 1 month that does not involve me having to go to a medical professional. Because last month I had COVID, and the month before, the cat bit me on accident. And I just would like to not have to go to the doctor. I feel like that's a simple ask. And yet here we are. With my finger crunching, and it's not happy about it. I really should just start like trying to ice it or something. I feel like that would at least be helpful. Which I feel like ice is gonna be easier to come by as the months get colder. I finally had to give in and turn on my heater yesterday. Which I'm going to experiment, seeing how much that actually costs me, electricity-wise. Because according to these little graphs that my electrical bill provides me, apparently 36% of my electricity per month goes to heating. I have not turned my heating on at all since I moved in. Like, I explicitly went around my apartment and turned it all off. Which is strange for me, because I've never before been in a place where I had access to controlling the heat. And I naturally run warm, so I rarely have to, like, fuss with it. But I was like, you know what? Let's just try. Let's try, see how I feel about fussing with the heat. Which, for some reason today, took a while for it to turn on. Like, it was multiple hours later before it kicked on, but it's comfortable now. But my hope is that I'm gonna look back at my electrical bill in a few days and see that it's like a negligible increase. That's my hope, considering I'm already apparently spending like 36% of my bill on that. But I'm expecting to suddenly see a significant jump, which will be very frustrating if so, but it would not surprise me. What is this? But yeah, I set a reminder for myself quite literally in a few days to go and check on that, because I would like to be able to incorporate comfortable heating into my life as it gets colder, without having to worry about how expensive it could get. Because I had to do that over the summer when it was getting really hot at night, and I was like, I need to turn my fan on, and I don't know how expensive that's going to be. Turns out, not too bad. But it helped that I figured out that the fan that I have has a setting that will just have it auto turn off after a couple hours, which was very nice, actually. Every day I'm grateful more and more to my ex-neighbors that when they left, they said, "Do you want this fan?" And I said, "Sure." It's been such a boon in my life to have this tower fan. It works so well. This goes over here, because I don't want to put it places. Ah, the pig lives! You need a place of honor. Where do you go? You go on the bed. Wait, what is this? I thought this was clothing. But I don't think that it is. You go here. You go here. Okay. Oh, bathroom's good. Okay, just here. Okay, this is going to go under here. Hilariously, I have a similar filing cabinet system. All my important documents are in it. Very secure. You need to go here and not... Why is everything not wanting to go in this chair and this file cabinet's like, nah, I want to go here. There you go. That's good enough. Summer race expenses are a pain. Winter, the best inexpensive ways, hot water bag and load layers. Yeah, I was just like, today, I was just like, it's like cold in a way, and I don't want to put on a sweater. So I was just like, let's just see. I'm fully expecting my like bill, because I have, for whatever reason, the electrical like billing system that I have to use with my apartment, like lets you see as like the month goes on how much you're using per day, and in theory how much you're spending per day, so I can look pretty carefully and see like what changes in my like usage of like electricity is actually impacting things, so I can like get a pretty good sense like how much these things cost. Like I know to run the dishwasher or like the washing machine or take a shower is around 30 to 50 cents per day. Which is interesting. So yeah, I'll be experimenting to see how I feel about how much it costs. Oh, there's space up here. Great. You will go up top. But yeah, I don't even have an AC. I just had like a little tower fan. So that was what got me through the summer. But thankfully, for whatever reason, I think it's because half of my apartment is like up against a dirt wall. My apartment was only really like unbearably hot for like a few weeks, thankfully. And I have to say that with a grain of salt, because I don't live in a very warm place. But I just don't tolerate heat very well, so... Interesting when you manage, like, microfinances, like groceries in different stores. Yeah. I've pretty much just shopped at the same grocery store, like Kroger, all of my life, because that's just what my family did growing up, so I'm like, that's where I go. Music a little loud? Okay. You back that up a little bit. Okay, there we go. But yeah, if I was really wanting to micromanage, I could really get into the weeds. But thankfully, I'm not at a point at the moment where I am like needing to do that or feeling like that's something I would really need to do. Okay. Like I already rarely go out to eat. So I save a fair bit via that. You can also go up here. But yeah, when I worked a previous job where I was getting paid a lot more, I had a bad habit for about a year where I was eating out like getting takeout multiple days a week. I'm glad I broke that habit before I got laid off from that job, because that would have been a bad habit to have on my current salary. Wasn't there another one of these? Yeah. You go up here. Yeah. I think I'm gonna put you closer to the bed. Yeah. But yeah, I cook a lot for myself now, and I'm a massive fan of leftovers anyway. So I love just to make a lot of stuff in bulk, and then just live off of that for like a week or so. Like right now, I have like a thing of mashed potatoes that I just made, and a thing of rice, and a thing of this like pasta. And I love just having just a bunch of starches that I can just like heat something up or cook something real quick and then be like, and starch, now it's a meal. Very useful like that. What is it's a my brain is like, this looks like the Madoka Magica thing. Another part of my brain is like, this could be a like religious thing. Don't know what it is, but I'll put it next to the clock. Wait. 1 pound weights? You might want to get a little heavier at some point. You gonna go get your food? Mimi's food deposited, but she's just sitting there, contemplating. I can't tell if it's because she's cozy or if because she's afraid of the heater. Mimi? Kitty? What's up? Can I get your food? Are you afraid or are you cozy? What's going on, bud? Oh, she's getting up. Oh, she's stretching. I'm not sure if she was just nervous or cozy because the like spot where the heat's coming into the apartment is like right behind where she was sitting. So she may have been just very cozy and being like, well, food is good, but I am warm. You like stew? Leftover one, put a bit of salt. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of soup. I guess not quite stew, depending on who you ask. I have a like tradition that my family just always did when I was a kid, and I've held on to it as like our one family tradition, is we always make like a poultry chili on Halloween every year. And we started that because like chili is a thing that you can like start making. You say soup, I just finished a little bowl of sweet potato soup. Ooh, that sounds good. But yeah, my folks started doing it because you could make chili before going out to trick-or-treating and then go out, but leave it on low on the stove. So when you came back hours later, it was like now more like cooked down and ready to go. And that's just something that I've been like, this is something I'm holding on to as a tradition. So every year on Halloween, or like every year around Halloween, like a day before, depending on like my availability that day, I always make a ground poultry chili. And we always did ground turkey when I was growing up. I'm not the biggest turkey fan outside of like deli turkey. So I just started doing like ground chicken because I like it better. Everything's so soft, slow cooked. I know, just like, ugh. It's like, it's really easy because you just kind of put things in and then you leave it, unless you're doing something with like maybe a beef and then you like you sear it first, but that's like not too much effort. It's just good food. It makes you happy. Okay. Not gonna lie, white people cook with slow cooker meals. It good. I've said this before and I will say it again. The best food tends to be like brown poultry gloop. Like a brown gloop that's got like protein in it is like, it's just like the best oftentimes best because you've got like stews, you've got curries. It's just like if it's a meat in a sauce that you cooked it in for a while, it's probably gonna be bitchin'. It's so applicable too to like. Why is this not going on top of things? It just works. It works well. Oh, now you go upright. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Now what is this thing? You go under the pillow? You're going under the pillow, aren't you? I hate you. I don't understand. Why are you putting it under the pillow? Why are you doing this? Why is this a thing? Can I put the chicken up here? Cheekies. Watch over your children from up high. Oh wait. Hold up. Why are you mad? You want to go... I'm gonna make a bet. I'm guessing this is the boyfriend, and it needs to go in the trash. Can I put you in the trash? I cannot put you in the trash. Can I put you here? No. I'm gonna leave you there for a moment. We'll come back to you later. Okay. Now for the chickens. Okay. I'm gonna put you around the room. You will be little room guardians. Wait, windowsill? Never mind. You shall guard the window. I don't know if this is a thing that's a thing, or if it was like a me thing that I just started doing and just assumed this was like a thing people did. But I have like various things in my apartment and just around that I consider like, I call them house guardians. And I don't know if it's just something my brain made up or if I saw somewhere, but I have a statue by my front door. It's this like cat made of tin or some sort of like copperized steel, called Plates. I have a ceramic penguin who I have by my window. His name is Henry. I rescued him from a like curbside free stuff thing, and he had a broken foot. I have I think it's a nickel. It's either a nickel or a quarter. A nickel or a quarter that like appeared on my doorstep one day that I've just kept on the strip of metal where like the door sits in the frame, but like it's still like not quite the ground, but it's like the threshold before the door that is like just in like the center of the door that I just kept there. Is like, I just have various things that I'm like, these are like the house gardens, these are like the things that keep the house safe, the things that like help preserve the good luck, that I just had for some years now, or I've been collecting over the years, that I've been like, yeah, this is a normal thing, that I'm like, I don't actually think this is a normal thing. But I like it. I'm now realizing this is definitely a photo of the boyfriend, because the pin is going directly into the face. We gotta figure out how to get rid of this photo. I think that German gnomes had that role. Oh my god, I'm reinventing gnomes. Oh my god, I have a different kind of gnome. Henry, my gnome. Where does this photo go? Where do you go? Okay, so it does go in here. I was expecting more like put it in the trash can or something, but this also works. We gotta move you. I'll move this dreidel. Oh, we're all done. Yeah. Oh, we did it. The room is good. All right. Ooh, turkey. This room used to feel bigger. Aw. You just got big. You became a bigger person now. Aw. Wait. Feels so serious moving into his place, and now back home. Aw. Gnome statues freak me up. I'd pick a cat decoration anytime. I got this one. I originally got it because I wanted something to be able to store my apartment key. Like, I had 2 keys for my apartment, and I wanted to have one outside, so if I somehow locked myself out, which really could not have been possible by the way that I ultimately... Well, I guess if I had lost the key, that too would be a problem. But this statue that it's not really a statue, it's more just like it is a lawn ornament, and I assume it's either A, intended to be a lawn ornament to hide a key, or it was intended to store a candle inside. But it had like a latch in the back of it that you would be able to like put something on a little platform inside that was like the perfect height for a key. So is what I used, and I thankfully never actually had to use it for like the 2.5 years that I lived at that previous place. But now I have to keep it inside because the apartment I live at is very specific about not having shit outside your apartment, even if it's on the rocks under your window that's not at all on the walkway. But whatever. Now it's inside and guards the door from the inside. 2013. How big is this house? 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? Okay. 2 bean bags. I'm debating, do I want to try and do this tonight or not? I feel like I wrapped the other puzzle up at such like a perfect time where it's like it felt too short to end stream, but this is definitely like probably the last one. But I feel like if I start it now, it's gonna be like 2 hours, and I don't know if I have the energy tonight for 2 hours of stream more. I think I have a compromise because I want to stream a little more, and I fucked around with it the other day. Let me turn this off. But I played Suika Game a little bit. Maybe just one round of Suika. Let's do that. Let me turn Switch on. I think this has music. Yeah. The last time I played... Wait. I should have evidence of this. The last time I played, I think I got close to a watermelon. Or at least I got the highest score I ever had last time, I think. Are you gonna load game? Hello? This game should not be broken. Okay. Wait. Official news? What news is there to be had? It is a game where you drop fruit. Why is there news? But let me see, because I know I took I'm pretty sure I took photos last time. Oh my god, I did get a watermelon. I think that was the last one. Yeah, okay. So I remember I did really good last time. I kind of cooked. Oh wait, no. Yeah! I do not go by gal, but yes, I am the same one. I use both 2D and Vroid. I've multiple models and I aim to get more. But yes, tis I. You missed it earlier. I go by no pronoun or he, him. Those are the options allowed to you. I sometimes have a bot that runs around and yells at every so often. I don't know if it's gone off yet this stream. I don't know where he's at. Yes, you missed earlier, but I was chatting about how the model I commissioned a bit ago finally is done, and I'm debating right now when to debut it, because I do not know yet how much of the stream I want to make of that, because I have a problem of making or getting a model and then just using it and not making a thing of it, because I get sad when I try to make an event of a stream and there's only like a small number or there's not really anybody who is there that day. But then I'm like, but I want to have the fun little event. But such is the nature of streaming. You take it as it comes. And I have done a terrible job setting up my start, but that might be a decent recovery. But I'm at least on Twitter getting close to being able to showcase the next, like, reveal section of the little, like, advertisement thing. I don't know what they're called. The, like, is there a name for the, like, ads that you do where it's like, do at least this number of likes and or retweets and you get to see, like, another, like, section of the model. I've got one of those going on for the 3D model. The one on Twitter is close to getting the second section. The one I have up on Blue Sky has not performed well. I don't even think it's gonna reach unlocking feat, which is okay. I just find it very funny that, because normally I have better performance on Blue Sky. I'm hilarious that it's called the other way around. I call those engagement games. That makes sense, yeah. I, for the most part, avoid or try to avoid like those types of posts, but I like the ones where it's like, hey, I want to show the model. I like those ones, so that's why I like to do them, because it's like I get to do a little bit of showing off. In theory, if I like, you figure out a debut date when you're doing one of those, it's a great way to like advertise it as well, help encourage people to like see the thing. Yeah, I try to be very sparing with that kind of stuff, because overall I'm like, the post that where people are like, I want to make new friends, Reblog, tell me about you. I get it. It's just a natural thing that's evolved of the VTubing space, but I feel like, at least for me, I have to like have conversations or interactions with folk before I'm like, what my brain is trying to say. It's a interesting way to become aware of more people in the community, but at least for the ones that are like, I want to make like more friends or know more people, I feel like that's a hard way to actually accomplish that goal beyond just have more people just interact with a post of yours, because I know off of those ones, I very rarely am like engaged with it more than looking at it going like, oh, interesting, new person. There was someone once that I was like, I checked out their stream off of one of those posts. I don't think I sent them a DM, but I tried to start a dialogue in the replies. Not much came of it, which is just the nature of the beast. But yeah. Oh, can these apples touch each other? Just real quick, just for me. Just give each other a little poke. When they go back to streaming, return. The ferret must return to us. Were you there on the weekend when Coffee streamed? I was like, I forget what happened. I was tired after doing Elden Ring with Jade. And they were like, we're gonna do Among Us, and I was like, oh, that'd be interesting. But I was away from the computer, and I assumed somebody would do an and I think that just either didn't happen or it got forgotten. And then I was looking in the chat later, and I was like, it looked like Coffee streamed it, and I was like, what the fuck did that happen? I hope they had fun though. They were playing the Town of Us mod, which looked crazy. Ooh, yes, okay. I'm just post and leave. Maybe use it. Oh, I thought the thing fell. Using one of those cross-post apps, understandable in a way. Social media management and time consuming. Yeah. It's like if you really want to build a following on social media, you have to be posting and doing and interacting with stuff all of the time. And that seems like that sucks. So it's like, there's a lot of things that I know if like if I really wanted to build my channel or social media followings, or just like, there are so many avenues and things I could do to widen how much of a network I could have. But God, it would be so much effort that I do not want to do. So much effort and so much just like energy put into a thing that I probably would not find value in at the end of the day for myself. Ooh, an ad is happening. Look out, an ad is coming. Let's see, I don't think much will be missed. I might use that as a quick excuse to stretch when that does come. Yeah, streaming, trying to make something substantial out of streaming, you have to either get very lucky. Well, you have to get lucky, and you have to work very, very fucking hard. And for the moment, I do not feel like working very, very fucking hard. Make a main channel, then shorts, then VODs, then clips, then reposts. It's just a cycle. Like, I make clips, I make shorts occasionally of my out of streams, and I have a VODs channel, but that's like, I have the VODs channel because I like being able to have that archive. It feels fun. And I make the clips out of moments that I'm like, oh, that was fun. And it's fun to like kind of put these together. Saribot, what did you do? I got a notification by Saribot that somebody got banned and it's not a name that I recognize. And I didn't even see a post, so I hope Saribot, you know what you're doing. Because I don't know what you did. But yeah, it's such a cycle. And unless you want to like actually make like a living out of it, Bonk. You have to do so much just work, and I refuse to. If I don't recognize, well, here's the thing. It normally will like tell me that it was like, oh, they said this message. I'm assuming it was a spam thing because the bot that I'm using has like a like history in it of like things it knows have been spammers. So it's likely that, but it normally says what the message was. This time it didn't, which is very funny. It was just like, this person was banned, and I'm like, uh-oh. But yeah, I refuse to touch TikTok. It's a ban evader, so, there we go. A bitch has arrived and was instantly taken out back. Yeah, ooh, this can be fun. I do not want to put in the work that it takes to become big, to become something. Can't believe I'm downloading another art programs to see if this would be fun. Ooh, what are you doing? What are you attempting? What are you fiddling with? You showed me multiple art projects over the days. None of them seem to imply a new art program. I want to play with Recolor Mox and Guy Online. Ooh. That would be fun. Oh, ad. Know what you're saying. You've been deprived of me for 3 minutes while I stretch. I really need to start doing yoga again in the morning. My neck hurt so bad yesterday. And thankfully, it hasn't been as bad today, but still. I've also noticed, when I got COVID, my water tasted sweet. Which didn't make sense to me. It, like, tasted sweeter. And now that it, I think, is gone, does not taste like that anymore. So I don't know what the fuck happened. But it was very strange. Oh, you vex me. I need to look at the next fruits more. I have just not spaced these out well at all. Go down. Go down. It's gonna keep it hitting this thing until it goes down far enough. Oh, it's so close. Come on. Yeah! We got melon. Okay, we have enough for another peach. Okay. Welcome back, ad viewers. We have Big Melon now. So you can go here. Oh, come on, touch. Touch. You were touching. You were practically touching. What are you doing? You're alive. You lived. Welcome back to the land of the living. Oh, come on, touch. I'm being teased. Yes. Now just fall. Okay, okay. This is becoming something. This is another thing that I'm considering, though I may have to unconsider, as I recently started contributing to a 401k, and it makes an impact on the payroll. I'm vaguely considering, getting a refurbished iPhone. Krita is the current tutorial. Krita's free. It is free. That's where I actually started drawing way back in the day. It's a decent little program. Hopefully the tutorial should be helpful. But yeah, I'm vaguely considering getting like an 11 or 12 to see how I like iPhone tracking. Because I've found things on Amazon that are like between like around the 200 range, which I'm like I could do. And I recently made a very vague attempt at trying to get a smaller live 2D model commission that ended up not going through, but I'm like, you know what? I was willing to maybe spend this money on a model that didn't happen, and the iPhone in theory would improve both the 2D and the 3D tracking in theory. And if I don't like it, I can return it. In theory, I'll just have to double check what the return policy is for those items. Nice you considering it. Yeah, it's been some time since 11th gen. Yeah, like the ones that are refurbished on Amazon are like 200 something, like low 200s. Like I think you can get like a good quality refurbished phone for about 200. The big thing that I've been trying to research and I've just not gotten answers about is if there's like a considerable quality difference in tracking between the different like X or 11 or 12 or 13. Just because like if I can get a significantly better tracking experience for like 50, 70 more bucks out of like off of a starting 200, like I'm down for that. I'm also being pissed at, what is it? But yeah, like whenever I look at like all the videos I have found so far, and I'm not saying that they don't exist, I'm just saying that I can't find them yet. But if any videos exist that compare the tracking quality of different iPhones, I can't find them. All I can find are videos being like, but what's the best thing for tracking in Live 2D? Is it this brand of webcam? Is it this brand of webcam? Or is it this random iPhone I have? And they're like, it's the iPhone. And I'm like, great. What are the differences in the iPhones though? Which like, obviously that's a hard thing to really be able to compare because most people are only really going to splurge for one. But I'm just like, ugh. I think there's some video comparing like Nvidia versus iPhone tracking. Ooh, I'll see if I can find that. Yeah, that's the thing, gen comparing, because I'm like, I'm in the mindset where I want to invest. The worst thing in my mind is if I like, oh, let's get the 11. And then I find out like half a year later that like, oh, the 13 was in my budget back then, and it has significantly better tracking. Now I have to think about, do I want to splurge again and get the 13, or just accept that I got the 11 when I should have spent a little more to get it? Which, I don't know. The fact that I can't find this information readily leads me to believe that it's probably not an insane difference, but probably the more recent, the better. And I am not of the mind to spend thousands of dollars on a camera for a hobby. We're not doing that. But I'm the pissed. Magic the Gathering, right? Pulled a card from a pack that's like, congrats, you're building a werewolf wolf deck now. Built 3 yesterday, and they have ridiculous names, but I have the perfect name for the wolf one. Ooh, do tell me. Wish to know. But yeah, I've been losing my mind trying to find anybody who has done, like, tracking comparisons between iPhones, and I am not having luck. Shut up, Lucy. Shut. Cringe the lot of you. We're towing with the edge. Fuck. I wonder if the VTubers had existing combo. Oh, I bet. Actually, I forget that Reddit is a resource so often. I'm just like, Google, YouTube. Forget how useful Reddit can be. Just like, I run into Reddit occasionally when I'm Googling things, because they're like, someone previously had a thread that answers your question. I've also been considering attempting to set up the tracking on this model, because I like set this up well over a year ago, and I've slowly over time like better attuned it to like my own desires, what I want out of its tracking, but it was like piecemeal over time, not me coming from an informed place. So I bet that if I reconfigured it now, I bet it'd be a little better. But that takes effort and time that I want to spend on other projects. I have no time recently for other things. How is this not already ended? There's no space for me to put the grapes. It simply won't happen. Were you kidding? Is that it? Is this the only place where they think it can work? It's not. I'll tell you that. Yeah. Communication with what? That was my 3rd best. That felt like garbage. Are you kidding? I thought I did awful. Goes the show. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Yeah. I feel big on this screen. Let's pull back. Let's pull back a bit. Let me do that. What's that? Oh, I'm tiny. That's current effect. Thank you. I purchased this off of... Ah! I'm too short. I can't reach. Yeah. I feel tiny. I feel like I really need to set all this shit up on a different screen, because I always have to click back over and look. That was Discord. There we go. I still feel like this is bad. Cotton candy. Yeah, it's fluffy. Big hair. The 2D model that's currently being rigged has much sharper hair, And I hope that model gets done before the end of the year. I'm kind of... The rigger said that they would be done before the end of the year. I'm kind of doubting that at this point. But I'm already, like, kind of emotionally checked out of keeping track of that one. So as long at the end of the day, if I get a rigged model or they at least give me the PSD files, I am fine. But that is, that model will come when it comes. But it's I'm very curious to see how its hair rigging will be compared to this one, because this one is like, I think the hair is like, the back hair is one piece, this bang is one piece, and I think maybe the like the stuff like that's attached to the head is maybe 2 pieces. So overall it's like 4 pieces. And then the hair on the new models being worked on, I think is like, it's the same situation where the hair in the back I think is 1 piece. And then there's a couple more bangs, so it's a little more complex. But I'm curious to see how that rigging is going to go, and if it's a similar, like, springy cotton candy piece effect. Because the styles I tend to gravitate towards tend to not have as complex of hair constructions needed. Which limits what can be done in terms of the physics. But we will see. I'm now going to see if there's anybody to raid, because I have not raided in a while. And I wish to get back onto that shit. Let's see if there's anybody I know who is streaming. Oh, Fauna has a little debut stream going on right now. I don't know if I'm terrible. I am bad at remembering to go watch streams. I don't think I've actually been into her streams before. Oh no. What is this? The whole raid channel thing is different. Oh goodness. There we go. But yeah, let me get the raid going. Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I'm going to stream again on Wednesday, maybe doing a collab with some friends, but we will see. But thank you guys for hanging out tonight, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.